Welcome back to the Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl Show. It's time to hang out with Rob, Mike, and Dunya. Whatever you don't want to say, they will with no chaser. Take a shot and let's have a drink. Is hashtag squad goals still a thing? Because they are. Let's go.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back with a new and thrilling episode of Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl. We are doing episode 225.
Yeah, Highway 225.
225.
Where does that lead?
That's in between 610 and 146. Highway 146 take you to LaPorte, and 146 to take you into Baytown.
That one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know it well.
Very, very raggedy.
Oh.
They working on it though.
Oh, okay.
And also take you to the Beltway.
Oh, okay. I don't
Beltway
know
run
it.
across it, but
I don't know it.
What freeway aren't they working on? That's the
That
question.
is very true also. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. We're just doing an episode where we're going to chit chat, where we just get into things and we just talk about things. Kiki, as they call it. Us girls call it. We're kikiing. Before we get into that though, Tequila, how was your week?
my week was pre-possessing.
Pre-who?
Possessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No explanation?
No,
Okay.
you know what a week. You know what I mean.
Nope. Actually, no.
That impresses favorably, engaging, or attractive.
Oh,
That's what it means.
that's cool.
Yeah.
You had an attractive week.
I had an engaging week.
Okay. Engaging and attractive. I was given all the adjectives.
Do we know
Yeah, the week. you dealt with it too. How was your week, Cognac?
My week was okay. I can't really elaborate on much. I had a cell phone shenanigans going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's how my week went. I had to change my phone and then became switching the phone and then calling all these customer service people and it was so I think I've gotten it figured out, but that was kind of a lot of my week. It wasted time. But I think I finally figured it out.
I wouldn't even tell
To
nobody.
say-
I wouldn't even tell nobody that it's
I'm
2025.
saying.
I wouldn't
saying.
tell nobody that it's 2025.
Yeah.
Because they make it so easy. What, you got a new phone?
I don't know because see, I've had
You got a new phone?
yes,
Yeah, they make it so easy.
I know.
All you do
It
is
was-
scan the thing and
I know, but
it's over with.
I know that, but it was because I'm grouped in with certain people that
Don't matter.
whatever. I don't know why. That's my point. That was my point. Why is it so difficult to understand? Why I've changed the phone over. I've got the phone. I'm trying to give y'all the old phone, and y'all making it difficult for me giving y'all the old phone. That's it. So, that was all.
I think you made it difficult.
No, they made it difficult. Believe
How hard
me.
is it to give them a phone? Just give them the
They
phone.
they wouldn't, and then they said, "Oh, we'll mail you the box to get the phone," and so on and so
Yeah,
forth. And
that's
then
how
they
they do
didn't
it.
mail me the box. Then I had to go back and forth with them. Why are you mailing me the box? Well, what's this code and that code and all these codes? And
I could have given
I
you a
haven't changed my
box.
phone in 5 years, man. So look, I'm giving y'all this phone. You transferred that phone for me to give you this phone, so I could get this phone. And
I'm about to jump out the window. To be quite honest.
but that's my point. They made it difficult, not me. I thought it was simple.
Well, you need a rebate.
Cool. So it's
Right.
my week.
Yeah.
My week's.
Happy birthday.
My week was it's my birthday, guys. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
to you. You're 32 year old.
That dude just messed up the whole Stevie Wonder song.
I mean, honestly, you just threw the beat. The beat was here, you went over here, but thank you. Thank you. And you bit off Adam, who told me happy 32nd birthday.
That's what people think. That's what you know. You are what you are.
Okay, so my week was dealing with somebody old that doesn't know how to handle phones. And I'm so tired.
Come on, man.
I'm so tired of hearing about this phone stuff. I literally asked, that's what, if you look at my face in this video, I'm rolling my eyes, I'm holding my head because I verbatim said for my birthday, I don't want to hear any more about this phone. and here we are. Yeah, I've never seen it happen. Yeah. I mean, I every day, y'all.
Every day.
Morning, noon, night. Worry about that phone, yeah.
Every day.
But that was my week. Other than that, I had a really great birthday. Thank you for everybody here today. You'll see the back of the head. Thank you, my gangsta, for being here. Tequila, Cognac, thank you guys for the gifts, the company. Wanted it small and sweet this year. I brought it up a few times. I'm headed out of town for a family trip, so I didn't have the energy for party mode. But I got my people here that were able to be here. Jackie, I miss you. But yeah, that was my week. Thanks for asking. Glad you could focus for a moment.
What the fuck with the girl?
Alright, my what the fuck this week is, I know we're going to do an episode eventually of this Diddy trial, taking notes and things, but I just read something today, with testimony today, and I just had to say, and not safe for work if you're listening to this, I'm going to try to word it safe for work, but we all know, he's freaky, there's freaky people, freaky people are freaky. His level of freak is a little bit higher than what I know of. But it was a testimony today, and I'm not going to say who it is, but if you look at 50 Cent's Instagram, you'll know exactly who's testifying. She's testifying anonymously. We all know who it is. Just look at 50 Cent's Instagram. But the lady said that during the freak-offs, the freak-offs, if you paid any type of attention, he likes to watch other gentlemen hump his women and sit and watch that kind of thing. But she said that he liked to play with it, and that's why I'm bringing it up. And I was like, what does that mean, play with it? I know he's playing with himself in the corner. He liked to watch the gentleman he hired finish. I'm trying to word this right. On his women, and then when they left, he would play with it and then engage in the nasties. I'm gonna call it the nasties since the kills. I don't think no nasty last week. And play with the other man's stuff. And I just went, what the fuck? So if I had to hear it or I had to see it, I needed everybody else to. And I apologize, everyone, but what the fuck?
I couldn't even see the next one. What the fuck with the girl? I'll be laughing.
Right? Like, I mean, I could sit there for a minute.
You could. You're nosy.
Joking with Cognac.
Okay.
Who's the biggest hoe in history?
Donald Trump. No. Oh.
Miss Pac-Man, because for 25 cents, she gets swollen balls until she dies.
Wow. Apparently this is a not safe for work episode in general, everybody. Sorry. Sorry, don't listen with your kids. This one. We're chit-chatting. Okay, I'm not laughing at that though.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You came up with that one?
Saw it.
That's funny. I know I didn't like Miss Pac-Man.
You didn't like it because you lost every time you played. With me, at least. The couple times you played.
It's so weird how they got the regular tabletop version and arcade stand-up version, and that one's like quicker than the table.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the one, you know, remember the one at Dave and Buster's?
It wasn't quicker.
It
It's
was-
only quicker
Well,
as you
thing.
level up.
Yeah, but,
I don't think so.
whatever.
So you didn't like Miss Pac-Man tequila? Why? Because she's a hoe?
I like Pac. Why we have to have a miss? Why Pac-Man wasn't enough? That's all.
We have a Miss Potato Head. Wasn't Potato Head good enough?
Who said I like Miss Potato?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's,
yeah, I mean, what a video game got to do with a dog?
I don't even. What? I don't even think Mr. Potato
What
Head.
a dog? That's a potato head is a dog.
I was gonna say like this.
I don't play with dogs. I play the video game.
I'm talking, when you were a kid, didn't you have Mr. Potato Head? One?
I'm talking about Pac-Man.
Oh. Okay. But they,
The answer to the question is why we gotta have a missus. What's wrong with Pac-Man? That's all.
he wasn't swallowing enough balls.
That's
That's why. You had to get a girl in there to handle business. That's why. There you go. Oh, cool. By the way, you brought up Miss Potato. I hated that.
But I like Baby Pac, so Miss Pac-Man was necessary.
Oh my god, that is like so like this administration right now. I guess she was necessary because I like the kid. Thank you for breeding, Miss Pac-Man. You did serve a purpose. Thanks for breeding Baby Pac.
Yeah, the cartoon, y'all never watched the cartoon?
No.
Oh.
I don't even know.
That's what I was gonna
I didn't
say.
even know there was a Baby
Yeah.
Pac.
I didn't know either.
But thank you for your service, Miss
Yeah, my whole
Pac-Man.
family. And then they had a game too.
Baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was a video game.
That didn't
I thought I was too.
That just didn't even read well to me at all. that's a female. Okay.
I do recall the.
And Mr. Potato Head was stupid, and so is Miss Potato Head. That was the dumbest fucking thing. Somebody got me one at some point in my life, and I was like, what the fuck is
But
this?
they don't call it Mr. Potato.
I don't care what they call it. I think it's stupid. I think it's a dumb toy. I don't think it really teaches you anything.
And the bundle of something, one theme song, and the bundle of and then you could put eye where the mouth was and nose where the
Yeah,
eye was.
and that sounds stupid. It sounds like you're training your kid to be Silence of the Lambs.
You could have just
Not
got
a
a
boy
break
actor.
break
That's what it sounds like
potatoes
to me.
and save your money and just stick some.
Potatoes are expensive.
Are they now?
Yeah. In this economy?
Well, we got a new cheap potato right now.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap at
I
all.
mean, you know,
It's not cheap at
I
all.
meant price friendly.
You've never seen it before, I swear.
Okay, yeah, I kind
I've
of
never
vaguely recall.
I really have never seen it before.
I vaguely recall.
Thank you for your due diligence, Miss Pac-Man. Salute to you.
She's a good mom. Because Pac-Man, he would be gone all the time working, running from ghosts and shit, working at the factory and stuff. So she was almost like a single mom because he always be gone after work.
I feel like I'm stuck in the 1920s podcast about video games. Yeah, because that's how he sounds, like a man in the
I think
1920s.
you're about 70 years old.
Yeah, well, they didn't have podcasts in the 1920s either. Thank you, sir. It was sarcasm. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. Anywho, I can't do a chit chat without talking about it's Pride Month, you know, and we're dealing with a breakup going on national news between two men, and Taco Don and Elon Nazi have broken up, guys. Prayers up to whatever that is.
Finding himself.
In the good words of Kanye, who tweeted, "Bros, please don't do this. We love you," with a hug emoji.
He said that?
Yes, with a hug emoji. We love you both. Yeah. Well, you gotta pay attention. That's our administration.
Yeah.
Our administration's fighting on Twitter and Truth.
The Kanye shit.
Yeah. So, Muskie doesn't like this bill that's about to fuck us all over that nobody read before voting, including Marjorie Taylor Greene.
It was too big to read.
Yeah, it was too. Yeah, she literally said, "I didn't see those parts before I voted." Yeah, and we know she never says she's wrong. you know, the Jews shot her with lasers from the sky.
They always say that shit.
Yeah, no, she didn't read it.
The bill was too big to read.
Yeah.
We need to pass it.
Yeah. Anywho, and at this point, it's comical, sad, and scary. Comical, sad, and scary. Because at one point, Elon was trash to this cult. And then he was the smartest guy ever to this cult. And now he's public enemy to this cult. It's like whatever the cult leader tells you, that's what you roll with. So he was trash before with his electronic vehicles. Then those were the best vehicles ever. He's the smartest man ever. And he's just autistic, but he's the genius. And he knows everything. He's so smart. Once you were told that. And now he's telling you, because he got in and got what he wanted, all of his stipulations on his business were taken away. All of those contracts were gone, and those people regulating what he was doing is gone, and he has all of our information and social security numbers and whatever the fuck he wants to do. He doesn't give a fuck. That's all he wanted to do. And now he's gone, and the ketamine's hidden. And now he's telling you the truth, because you guys said he was telling the truth about all the other stuff. So which one is it? It's at this point, it's like you either are that dumb, and I hope you're not, or you just can't admit you're wrong, or you're just a fucking evil person. That's the three I got. You're either that dumb that you're in a cult, you just refuse to admit you're wrong, or you're just an evil person at this point. So, if you're still just rolling along with this dude. Yeah. And, woo! Here's this for Muskie said that he's in the Epstein files. No fucking shit. No shit. There's black and white photos to current events of him with this dude. But everybody's worried about Chrissy Teigen, who was born I think she's younger than I am. She was on Epstein's plane, but not the dude that's been with him since the fucking 70s. That's our president now. No shit.
Is she taking the singer's wife?
Yeah, John Legend's wife. Everybody, she's eating babies and she's on the Epstein files. That was a whole thing. That was a whole hit thing. But nobody released them to show it was a big thing. All these celebrities were in the Epstein files. All these cult members, the Epstein files. The Hollywood's eating the babies, and now. Your man's in charge. Why we haven't seen him? Well, Muskie told you why, and it's like, oh no, he's a liar. well, then he lied about the money he saved and the jobs he cut and the people he hurt while he was Doge and the sidekick. Which one is it? Pick one. It's like whatever this man changes his mind to, that's what y'all just agree with, and it's weird to me. It's fucking weird.
Well, you misspoke and you were wrong on the statement you just made. They were not eating the babies, they're just drinking their blood.
Okay. Well, why wouldn't you release that?
Huh?
That's a danger to children, right? Why isn't it released then?
But eating,
Okay, whatever. Well, why isn't it released? Why isn't it released? Why was it so important?
It hasn't been released because it's anyways, that's a whole conspiracy theory or whatever.
What? Right, but
they're eating the children.
So they were drinking the blood. Whatever they were doing.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Why can't we?
If you drink the blood, you might as well.
Why haven't we seen it though? It was important when Biden was in office. And now.
What about eating?
Yeah.
Or eating kids?
Yeah, the whole Epstein thing was a big deal when Biden was in office because all of Hollywood was on those manifestos.
But they never released it.
And we know why now. Thanks, Muskie. All right. Hey there, Houston entrepreneurs and small business owners. Are you starting a business or already running one, but drowning in paperwork, taxes, or bookkeeping headaches? You're not alone, and we've got some help for you. A friend of ours has launched a full-service business support solution right
Full service.
right here in Houston called Samcom. From forming your LLC or corporation to handling your franchise tax filings, sales tax reports, bookkeeping, and even your annual income tax returns, Samcom covers it all, so you can focus on growing your business. What's new in 2025? BOI reporting, a new federal requirement that most businesses aren't even aware of. Mess it up and you could face a $10,000 fine or more. Don't worry, Samcom has you covered. Whether you're a startup, a side hustler, or scaling fast, let them take the stress off your plate. Email to info@samconus.com. That's info@samconus.com, or call 713-534-2175 to get started. That's 713-534-2175 to get started. Don't miss out. Your business deserves better, and let them get you sorted today.
Thank
Thank you for saving America all of the money.
He shipped the
Sir,
list off the space.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, he said the list isn't revealed because Trumpy's all over it. That's what he said. I don't know if you. I guess
I don't know.
I guess I didn't talk about it on your news, but it's comical to me. It's like Real Housewives of what the fuck America for me. You know, I like my trash TV. It's just terrible. This is actual like our leadership, but.
Yeah, Elon said that Trump was in those files. That's why they haven't released. But the big thing he said to me that you should pay attention to, other than that Epstein shit, is that Trump wouldn't have won the election if it weren't for him. That's what people need to be digging into.
I digged into it in November when Joe Rogan sat on his podcast
and
and said
he came up with
he
that
was
app.
in a group. He had a whole app, and he got in a group while people were still voting.
And he can tell you.
And he said, Elon said, and this is Googleable. Joe Rogan said it, and he said, Elon texted Trump won, I'm out, and just stopped texting. He was like, how do you know that? And people were still voting.
Yep. And then Elon just said it. He wouldn't have won if it wasn't for me.
And he was specific too. When you're specific about shit like that, he said it would be 51 to 49. It would be this if I didn't help. How ungrateful.
Yep. That's what he said. How ungrateful. So fuck the Epstein shit.
Well,
I'm sorry. Win the election.
Kids being killed, but yeah, that also too. It's just funny to me how the election worked when he won, didn't work when he didn't win, but worked just fine when he won again. But nothing changed. Had he not won this one, it would have been fraud again.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I was supposed to win because Elon rigged it.
Yeah.
Elon rigged it.
Yeah, I knew that already.
I was supposed to win.
I knew that already.
Yeah.
I knew racism was a big deal with this, you got Kamala, whatever the fuck they called her. I knew misogynism was a big deal, but not that much. And not enough for someone to know while people were still voting hours and hours and hours in advance. That he was like, I'm out. Gonna go do my ketamine. Trump won. Bye. Duh. But whatever. It's fine. It's totally fine. We're all fine. We can chit chat about something else.
Cool. What about that game last night?
Go Pacers.
Man, I was about to say.
Go Pacers.
That was a good game.
Sorry, I know everybody's going for OKC.
OKC got it. I think OKC gonna win the series. I thought they was gonna sweep Indiana, but Indiana shut that down last night. Yeah, I still got faith in OKC.
I know you don't want to talk. Who do you want?
Indy.
Oh, what? Okay, yeah. Me and Gangsters. I don't know why. I
don't care about either team. I just
I don't care either.
OKC the better.
Go Rockets.
Yeah.
That's why I said on the last podcast, I said I thought that OKC would just win it.
They looked more in tune. Like even last night, Indy didn't look as good, you know, and the dude just hit a fucking...
Until they did.
He just hit a shot.
They were down by a lot.
Yeah, they were down by 14.
Yeah. Okay, it wasn't like they just hit a shot.
Yeah, that's all he wanted, he hit that shot.
Well, yeah.
If he wouldn't hit that shot, they wouldn't
but they got up 13 before they hit that shot.
Yeah, it's a four-quarter. That's what they do. They known for doing that.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, but
Keep doing it.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
It was interesting. I'm happy.
I just feel like it wasn't like I ain't gonna say it was a lucky shot, but I just don't think it was like no super strategic play. Like they just got it all together and he made that shot because they just meshed well together like that. I just think he got the ball and he made the shot. He did it.
So what you're telling me?
He's done it 5 times.
What you're telling me is God is on their side. Their side. Okay.
On Halliburton. What they call him? Pakistan, Hallistan. They say he killed Hallistan or whatever. But
I don't know.
Halliburton. But
I don't know anything about that. I don't want to talk about anything Istan
but
on this podcast.
that's what he do. That's what he do.
Keep doing it, sir.
They trust him with the ball for that clutch shot, and he hit him. So, yeah.
What y'all think about
When do they play again next? Sorry.
Sunday.
Sunday? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it would be Saturday.
What do we think about what?
No, that situation that happened in Boulder, Colorado.
I said I wasn't talking about anything Istan this evening. Prayers up for there was a bombing in Colorado. A pro.
They had a bomb?
Well, it's, okay, if you throw a Molotov cocktail, Diddy, it's if you tried to bomb something. You tried to hurt people. Sorry, Diddy.
You never played GTA?
Yeah, no, I haven't. No, thank you. Anyways, a man was boycotting a pro-Israel rally.
He wasn't a boy. Grown ass man. Anyways,
Did I
5
see-
kids.
Wait a minute. Go
She
ahead,
just said
please.
a man.
I thought she said boy.
Boycotting.
Oh, okay. All right.
She said it was boycotting.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Gangsta, for stepping in. I know you don't like to say anything on here. That was my birthday gift, an extra one. Yeah, so if you're not going to pay attention to what you brought up and you asked what we thought about it and then you're not going to pay attention, then you didn't really care what we thought about it.
All right.
My man. Do you have any thoughts about it? Maybe he cares about your thoughts.
I mean,
Prayers up.
I really don't chit chat about shit like that, but none of the politics stuff and all that. I just try to stay away from it. But I think maybe if it was Texas, somebody would have shot him. Then, I mean, I hate that he did that.
Colorado's full of Texans. So.
I know, but I don't know if they can pack like we can pack. But just, you know, he had a makeshift flamethrower and he's throwing Molotov cocktails. And
It was a bomb. Did he?
I just feel like in Texas, somebody would have, somebody probably would have shot him in the kneecaps or some shit. Because the way he was just standing there, who the fuck are you?
I didn't watch any video.
Well, that's what I seen. I just seen him standing there holding a bottle or some shit. Like, and I'm thinking, who the fuck is this dude? Why the fuck they ain't shooting yet? But anyway.
Speaking of not shooting people in Texas, I have a story to chit chat about, and I'm going to eliminate names and stuff.
But now he got his whole family shipped up out of here. Because we don't want them. That's what the president, we don't want them. That's what the president said. He got all of them shipped up out of here. Yeah.
His skin's a little dirt.
Yeah.
That was easy enough. He
His
didn't even have to do that.
he overstayed his visa.
Mm-hmm.
He went here illegally. I think he just his visa had expired or some shit. I don't know. I stopped listening to that shit.
Okay, so I want to chit chat about something that happened to me this past week. I'm going to try to keep it as PG as possible. Anybody who knows me knows how much, I'm just going to speak for myself on this, how much I love my niece. Love her to my very deep core. And if you've listened to these episodes, you know we have her with us. She's even been on the podcast, I think, once. At least 3 days out of the week. Usually, you know, the fun times for parents and stuff. The weekend times. And I was watching her this weekend. I'm saying I, obviously Cognac was there. I'm just saying I because I'm speaking for myself. So that everything that comes out of my mouth by the end of the story is just a reflection of me. Was watching her this weekend, and her mother went out and called and said that something happened with a certain person, and she might be late, or somebody was going to pick her up that I had never known or whatever. And I was like, it's cool, just leave her here. No big deal. And she's like, well, I would prefer that. This is her mother. I would prefer her stay there, but I do plan to get her. End of story. Fast forward to, I'm not even going to get into the this. The doorbell rings, and I think it's this person that her mother couldn't tell, hey, oh, don't worry about coming because of the situation they were in. So I just opened the doorbell and to say, oh, I'm sorry, you know, my sister said X, Y, Z, and it happened to be the same person that my sister told me was in a situation. And she got really crunk with me. Not going to say her name. We'll just call her HH for these purposes. I'll explain that to you guys later. Off air.
Hot.
No, that was not it. That was not it. It's better.
Nail in the hand.
It's these are cute, but that's not it. It's worse. But anyways, so okay, we'll just call her H for these purposes. H proceeded to tell me basically that I had to hand over my niece that was dropped here by not this person, and if I didn't, that she was going to call the police on me for kidnapping. And I just want to say, maybe it's gross, maybe it was my birthday was coming up, and who saw calm the fuck down? But number one, you're in Texas, H. I could have lit your fucking ass up. You're on my fucking property. Excuse my language, listeners. And to even insinuate, number one, to call the cops. In general, you're here. Why are you here? Who invited you? I know you just got here. That's not how that works. Really, I don't think in any state you can't walk on somebody else's front door and say I'm going to call the cops. And then to insinuate that I'm kidnapping a child that I give my blood, sweat, tears, and heart to in general, and I help her mother, who's supposed to be somebody you care about. Because I don't know what you've done.
Do Harper get dropped off, or y'all pick her up?
It varies. Most of the time, she's picked up and dropped off by us. Anywho,
was that day when she dropped off?
She was dropped off by her mother.
Oh, so I kidnapped her.
Yeah. Anywho, and it's all recorded. So, H, if you have anything else to say, whatever. And then on her way out, after telling me that I need to call my sister, which I said I have no problem doing, but she's going to stay here because I'm not going to send a child home that was not dropped off by the person that showed up, who I was also told was in a compromised situation, and I could tell was in a compromised situation from the moment I opened the door. on the way out, she said that I was a cunt, and everybody knows it. And I said, because I just can't help it, who the fuck is everybody? Because I don't give a fuck who you know. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I don't care. Who's everybody? Who do you know that I give a shit about? Yeah. So, I want to thank Lord above, because Harper has saved people a time or two from my wrath. And I, a lot of times, as a kidnapper, think of my kidnappee. And she saves a lot of people's lives. So, thank you for that. And I just wanted to discuss that for a moment. But bitch, I got time now. I got time now, so if you want to come back and tell me how many cunts I am on my doorstep, please do so. Thank you.
Yeah, some people act like they never got their ass. Well, I don't understand what motivated her to even
come with that energy.
Yeah, to come over here. Period.
Well, that too.
It's called this and that. Yes.
I've been drunk a time or two. I never walked up to somebody's house and demanded somebody's child.
It was so, and the thing was, like, the thing was that, Harper's nosy too. She was like,
yeah, she knew H's voice.
She was on the couch with me, and she was like, and I said, hey, so Harper, do you want to play your game?
You handled it correctly. You handled it correctly.
How long have you known H?
I don't know. As long as she had the H. I've only been around her a few times.
I think every time you've been around her, she's been sizing you up, thinking she can take you. I mean, why else would she come over here? Because I ain't gonna come to nobody's house with a bad attitude.
Well, the thing is, when she
thinking that
yeah, it was the sauce.
Yeah,
there was a sauce, and not only that, I'm sure there was arguments between noon and the time she came.
Well, whatever. We're not doing any of that. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
But she already came to the door like this, ringing the bell like this.
Well, she rang it once, but she just couldn't figure out where the button was. But yeah, don't do that again ever. I mean, I'm pissed off most of the time. Let me be honest. But there's like pissed off me most of the time. That took me here because how fucking dare you, you fucking loser. And then to tell me, well, you better call her. You better call your sister her mother. Where's your mother, ma'am? Because you call my sister your mother, you stupid bitch. You're my sister's son. That's literally what, I mean, I'm not even joking. That's literally what my sister calls her son. Yeah. Whenever you're ready to tell me about what kind of cunt I am, come back. Without the kid in the house that I'm trying to protect, that you were, you drunk bitch.
Well, you just gave her the rules, and she ain't gonna come back.
No.
You gave her the rules.
She can come back.
You don't shit on your property. You got the right to whoop her ass.
I had the right to whoop her ass on Sunday.
She gonna go.
I did.
She gonna do like Cognac said the other day. Meet me at the park at 3 o'clock on Thursday.
No.
I said that white people used to do that shit. Hey, bro, we gonna fight.
I'm gonna let you speak for white people. I don't know.
We gonna fight, bro. Meet me in the park Thursday. 2 o'clock, man, right after school.
I mean, I feel like she has a little bit of mountains of Caucasian in her, so maybe she might want to meet me. I'm not going to meet you there. I have things to lose and a child that I care about.
I used to just punch the motherfucker out. We're going to do it right now. So that wasn't me. I'm saying I used to at the park, the park.
Thank you guys for letting me get that off my chest.
Come on, man.
Now that
y'all never heard that
now
shit?
that my niecey poo's gone.
We already discussed it.
Yeah, we've all discussed it. Yeah.
Hey, Jason and Brad.
It was a joke that you said that you heard a comedian say.
I wish Elon and Trump would go meet at a park at 6 o'clock with,
They might need to.
with Jason and Brad so
They
we
might
can
need
stop.
to. Yo, Trump and fucking Elon, like,
That's not as funny as you think it is. Oh my god. Anyhow, so it's kind of like late, but I just want everybody to know for my birthday I'm gonna put Sinners on by the time it's not recording. It's gonna happen, so you don't have to watch it. You go. You can take a nap, whatever. I'm on Sinners time since it came out. Movie's really good, guys.
man, well, we're supposed to talk about it on
The next episode.
the next episode.
Yeah. No, I was just
not
throwing it out there. Hint, guys. For the next episode.
Spoiler
No, for
alert.
the listeners, so they know. Yeah, there will be spoilers. I'm not going to do the whole night time. I mean, you had 2 months to get together, 3 months or something. I'm looking at you. Thanks. Be ready.
I'm watching.
You got 2 weeks. Anyway, does anybody want to chit chat about anything else?
I got one if you want.
Got one what? What's a one?
So, I went to a grocery store with my niece, and she was like literally 6 feet from me.
That's too far.
Yeah.
Kidnapper.
Right. And so this older white lady, probably say 80s, with a mask or whatever, just, you know, it's like I barely understand her with her little mask on and her raspy. Harper ran to me because the lady came to her and she was like, oh my God, she ran to me. And she was like tapping me, and I was dealing with the manager there. And she was like, I was trying to ask her doll's name and she wouldn't tell me. And I go, what? Why wouldn't she tell you? You know, whatever. And I go, what's going on? And she goes, well, I'm confused. I thought she was lost. I said, why is she lost? She's with me. And she goes, I was confused why she ran to you. And I'm like thinking, why do you think she ran to me? Well, who are you to her? And I said, I'm her protector. I'm her uncle. I'm her protector right now. So, what do you mean? And she's like, what's her name? And I go, I'm not going to give you her name. How would I give you her name? Why is she holding on me? Who?
I thought you said she asked her if she wouldn't tell me her name.
Her name? No, her doll's name.
Well, because it's not your business, stranger.
It was,
Danger?
she had the
You didn't
little
doll. I know what doll.
green doll thing. And I said, I'm thinking like, and she was like, I'm just confused. And then she changed it. She was like, she's a really pretty girl. And I go, well, thank you, man. I said, so.
Nice try, handmade recruiter. Nice try. Lizzie.
And so I called her and she goes, you did the right thing, you know.
He called me on speaker and I said, Harper, you did the right thing. You don't talk to strangers unless you're actually in distress.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not in distress, you go to, and you know, and you need to stay closer.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But you didn't tell him all the looks you got while you were walking around. That's something he said. He got a lot of looks.
Because I was waiting, I was
walking around with Harper at work. What did you say?
I picked her up to I had, thanks to her, I got a new contract for a product to go in the store. So I was sitting there for about 20, 25 minutes while the manager, I was waiting for him to come down. So when we were in the area that we were in, and you know, kids are kids, and she kept playing around, and I was telling her, anyways, long story short, basically, like, there were certain people that were like, give me looks like why, or they were like confused on why she was with me, basically.
You said it was a stank face. That's what
Yeah,
you said.
kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, no, that's what you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then other people were like smiling.
Yeah. So,
Guess what color the people with stank face were giving you?
Black,
No.
yellow,
No.
green, purple.
No.
I give up.
Yeah, well, white.
Um,
I'll say it, white.
well, he got them looks for being with you.
Yeah, I know, but he
He
knows.
gives them looks.
Yeah, he said. I mean, I've seen him before. It's just like, well, you're gonna see him more often because people aren't even hiding it anymore.
well, it was like standing there for that period of time.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
You know what I mean? I was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but
Pretty gross.
I'm not trying to think nothing of it.
Mhm.
But then when that moment
Well, you have
happened,
to because you're in charge of a little black. You have to.
I realized
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Well, I guess it has to smack you square in the face.
You need to learn how to look back.
I do. I
Parker
just,
probably gave a look back already. Don't worry, it's inherent in
Learn
her.
how to get it. What the fuck you looking at?
yeah, I
She
mean,
probably did.
Yeah.
That's what's.
but you know my face.
Or do you got a fucking problem? What's the problem?
I mean, I could do that,
Well, you need
but
to
I'm
do
in a
that.
professional situation as well where
They'll take
I'm
her
not
to your
gonna-
professional.
I'm
not
situation
gonna-
anymore.
be like, well, I'm trying to conduct business. You know what I'm saying?
When you looking at them, why you trying to conduct business?
I mean, but my point is, it wasn't like it was subtle faces that you could just
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah, I don't know, fuck that shit. Yeah, I ain't that's too much for me.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I get
Anyways.
it. I get it. But if I had to do it, it would have been at least 20 plus times I would have had to do it.
Okay. Well, thank you for the story. I just wanted you to relay it to the audience how you told it to me. Can we get to our next segment, please?
Our next segment of the evening, where we tell you 3,000 things about us using this magnificent book titled 3,000 Questions About Me being Cognac, me being Tequila, him being Cognac, she being the girl. This evening it's on me. I'm gonna randomly select a question, ask it, and see if we can answer it. 28. 28.
Good job.
Who are your heroes in real life? That's plural. Who are your heroes in real life?
Cognac, who's your heroes?
You. Harper,
Okay.
your mother.
Okay. I don't know what that means. And your mother, or you just giving that women?
My mother. My dad. When he be acting right. Gangster.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
He's just listing off people he loves, I guess, here.
Mike.
Like, okay. My heroes in real life. Decent human beings at this point. Are my heroes in real life. I'm really fucking with Jasmine Crockett right now. I like you, girl.
Fuck right.
Google it. She's talked about almost as much as Biden off Trump's tongue. I like her. My mom's always been my fucking superhero.
I forgot to mention Jim Biden.
She's always been my superhero. And yeah. I'm trying to be my own superhero right now, guys. So. Yeah. Real life. Not HH. That'll make sense to you guys once we get off there. Tequila, who's your superhero?
My heroes are the few people that drive with sense on my commute. Those are my heroes.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Thank you, good drivers. Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you could be killing people, and you're not. You're a hero. Yeah.
Somebody that changes their tire that doesn't do this and swerving on the lane.
That's not a hero. We're talking about heroes.
I know.
Not villains.
Somebody.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for joining me on my actual birthday episode. I appreciate it. And we'll be back next week.
Love you.
Like and subscribe. Harper always says that. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Lady, you ain't got no lawn. You are such.
That's it for this week's episode of Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave your comments and reviews. Until next week, keep safe and keep your squad close. Thanks for hanging out.